is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world, but keep the sky on your mind.
Hello there, Mr. Anas. How are you doing today? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Hope you have a good time today, this evening with me. Do let me know how the audio is sounding to you. I hope it's all right. Because I don't want any issues with the audio. That's the most important thing right now. Welcome to the stream once again, sir. Hope you're having a good day. Oh. All right. Welcome to another stream, and ignore that status bar there. So yeah. Okay, I think we're in business now, right? I think you can hear everything, see everything. Yeah, ignore that status bar for the time being. I'm gonna fix that. V1 rotate. Hello there. It's been a while. It's been a while, but I do remember you. You've popped up on stream before. Welcome to my stream, mate. Welcome to my stream. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much indeed for tuning in. All right, let's get this party started. I got the center on my very first VATSIM flight. Oh, how did that go? Did you enjoy your very first VATSIM flight? I'm yet to do that, by the way. Okay, so let's see what we're doing today. Today we are in the absolutely gorgeous absolutely gorgeous. When I tell you absolutely gorgeous, I mean absolutely gorgeous Inibuilds Doha airport. As a matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do something here, guys. I'm gonna change the time today. We're gonna keep live weather, but we're gonna change the time. Let's go at 11 a.m. That's what I planned for today. So let's leave it at 11 a.m. right? But live weather. So let's do it like that. How about that? Let's do it like this today. Okay, so we're at the absolutely gorgeous Doha International Airport. And this is the Inibuild scenery for it. We're going to be flying over to Dubai. And we are going to be flying into another Inibuild scenery for Dubai as well. It was West Asia. Where exactly in West Asia did you fly? V1 rotate, if you don't mind me asking. So yeah, we've got the FlightFX Cessna Citation. The Cessna Citation X, I believe is called, or C750. And it's an absolutely beautiful business jet. Very sleek, very slender, very quick. It's a little dated by now, but you know, it is dated. However, it's an absolutely beautiful airplane. It is my favorite business jet in MSFS. Not that there are many of those, but yeah, Cessna. I always get it confused. Is it Cessna or Cessna? I don't know. but I'm gonna call it a Cessna for now. I was flying in India, but there's West Asia Center every day in a certain time. Right. Excellent. How was your weather during your flight in India? All right. Without further delay, let's jump into the flight. But before we do, one of the first things I want to do here, and I left this out on purpose, let's do the sim brief together today. Shall we do that? Let's do the sim brief here together. Departure OTHH, arrival OMDB, aircraft the C750 or the Citation X. Let's look for it. Cessna. There it is. Citation X. Okay. We've got the one with the winglet. We want it in pounds, not kilograms. We are flying in pounds at the moment, so we're gonna change that to pounds here. Okay, we're gonna leave it as pounds. And 34 left, 30L arrival, ALSAM. This all looks fine to me. All right, so we're gonna generate this. Brilliant. There we go. Let me put the flight details for you guys just like that. There we go. Now we've got the correct flight details showing up. We've got OTHH to OMDB on our status bar on the top of the stream, which is brilliant, and that's what I want to see. Right? Okay. Given all of that, let's now go ahead and let's now go ahead and jump into this aircraft. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of the chokes. Let's get rid of the engine covers. We don't need those, obviously. There's a beautiful animation for the door. And it's an absolutely gorgeous jet, isn't it? Look at it. Look at it. So let's jump in here. Okay. There we go. Welcome to the jet, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the jet. Okay, let's come down here. All right, ground services. Let's connect our ground power. We've got the main door open. That's fine. We can leave the luggage door open for our rich passengers to put in their fancy bags and whatever. Throttle cue visible. That's fine. Systems fast. Enable the auto throttle module CRT. That is all good. State. We don't need to worry about that. Pounds, inches of mercury. Feet Celsius, good. Calibration, I'm not worried about that because I am using the controller still. Cabin layout today for dinner. What would you like? Pizza, a box lunch, or a plated dinner? Plated dinner is figs and bread and cheese, I believe. And the pizza is just a classic pizza. Then you've got your box lunch, you've got some sandwich and a bag of crisps or chips. Depending on which part of the world you are from. So Anas or V1 Rotate, tell me, what would you like today for your in-flight meal? Perhaps a box lunch? That sounds delicious. Can we see the food? Absolutely. Let's go ahead and take a look at the food. How about that? Okay, so here we are in the cabin. Okay, and we're gonna pop open this one right here. Pizza or box lunch? I couldn't agree more. Okay, so we've got this stuff going on here, right? It's supposed to show up right here after we power up the aircraft. So we'll take a look at the food. But first we need to power up the aircraft for that. So let's do that. Let's energize here. Battery on, external power on, avionics on there. Let's put our alignment, IRS to nav, please. Let that happen. Standby power on. We need nav lights on, recognition lights. You know what? We'll leave them on there. Passenger seat belts. I'm going to put it to up there as well. I'm going to go to position initialization and we're going to load our GPS position. There we go. Brilliant. So all of that is done just like that. Okay. Good. Good. Now we should be able to see it. We should be able to see our... Oh, we still can't see our lunch. That's interesting. Maybe it's because the doors are open. How about that? Let me try that. General. Let me go down here. Ground services. Let's close that up. And then let's try if it's visible. Or do we have to take off to see the food? Anas, I think we're going to have to take off to see the food. All right. So once we're in there, I know it shows up for sure because I've seen it. So yeah, I'll show it to you after we take off. So pizza or box lunch it is, okay? We'll get to that. We'll get to that after we take off. Brilliant. I guess it makes sense. It's not like the second you get into a plane, the first thing you're not gonna do is eat food, right? Anyway, so we got our we're on external power. Let's use this opportunity to tune in our FMC here. Okay, so let's do that. Brilliant. Flight plan. Origin OTHH via to what is our destination, okay? So destination is OMDB. So let's put that in. OMDB. We're going to put that in. There we go. Via. You need to go to DCT and then Awesome. So, okay, fine. Let's go DCT. Facility not found. It's direct, right? Okay, never mind. It's a direct Awesome. Okay. Never mind. I got confused with something there. Awesome. Oh. Clear all of that. Awesome. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. L305 to Inibuilds. Let's do that. L305 to Inibuilds. There we go. That's done. Now let's go all the way to Inibuilds. Here it is. M677 to VUTEB. M677 to VUTEB. Like that. There we go. Done. Towards VUTEB. From VUTEB, it is an arrival procedure into Dubai. So let's first set our departure, which is out of runway 34 left. And we're not using any of our standard instrument departures today. We're just getting out of here direct. So we're just going to leave it the way it is, okay? Next. Let me actually go to our performance initialization. Okay, tail, aircraft type, full performance, that's fine. Climb is good. Max speed cruise, descent is good. Transition altitude around these parts are around 13,000 if I'm not entirely mistaken. Let me double confirm. Let me double check. Transition altitude in Doha. It should be around 13,000 feet. That is correct. It's the same as Dubai. So let's put 13,000 feet. Okay. Transition altitude, speed limit. That is all fine. Next. Passengers and gross weight, etc., etc. The gross weight is supposed to be 28. Okay, let's try. Let's see. We've got 7 passengers. Okay, you know what? We can do this from the tablet, as a matter of fact. Weights. Import from SimBrief, please. There you go. Apply it, please. And it's done. Right? It doesn't show up here. How many passengers do we have? We've got 7 passengers. Yeah, it's supposed to. Huh? Yeah, it's supposed to show 7 passengers. Yeah, okay. 7 passengers. Gross weight at 30, estimated takeoff weight at 29. That is okay. Cargo fuel. Fuel is supposed to be 5,277 as our block fuel today. 5,280. Yep, that is about correct. So we need to put that in there. We need to put that in there, don't we? Yeah, we do. We do. We do, we do, we do. Okay. So 5280. Can put that as our fuel. 5280. Cargo today, baggage is supposed to be around 350 if I'm not wrong. So we're going to put that in there. And there you go. 29,291. Awfully close to what we have. That's good enough. Confirm that. Takeoff is good enough. Let's go to the next page. That's good. Moving on to takeoff. 22, that is fine. What is the wind today? That we need to know the wind. To do that, we come here to perf. We populate from our flight and we're going to calculate this. Wind 340-10. Okay. That's fine. 340-10. We're going to put that in. Good. Next, dry runway, etc., etc., etc. I don't need to worry about all of this. Flaps 15 for takeoff. Anti-ice off. Confirm that initialization right there. That is all good. Next page. V1, VR, V2 over here. And let's go to climb. That is fine. Topo climb altitude today is 31,000 feet. Okay. That's interesting. Let's view that. Is that correct? It's supposed to be 21,000 feet. It's supposed to be 21,000 feet. You know what? Let's do that. 21,000 feet. Okay. Okay. Topo climb. Cruising altitude is 21. Yeah. There you go. Descend. I'm gonna leave these the way they are. Landing. We can worry about the landing when we come in closer to Dubai. That's when we're gonna put in the landing information. Okay? Yeah. Good. As well as the landing data. We're not gonna worry about all of this. We're gonna do that in the end. Let's go back to our flight plan, which should have... Wait, hold on. Okay. You know what? Let's also put in our arrival already, because arrival is OMDB. We're landing into runway 30 left. ILS 30 left. Let's use ULDOT, or should we use ULDOT? And let's use VUTE. We'll use this one. Okay. Yep, that is what I want. Activate that. And let's see. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, that will do. Great. Brilliant. Fantastic. Let's close that up. Let's get our APU running, right? Because we're going to assume that our passengers have come in. Master switch there. APU start on, please. I'm going to leave the bleed air there. Generator on as well. Everything here is looking good. All right. That's good. That's good. What say you, Mr. Rannis? Any observations? Anything going on that is wrong by any chance? Okay, altitude, we're gonna set 10,000 feet at first, and then after we climb out to 10,000, we're gonna go towards 21,000 feet from there. So for now, I'm gonna put 10,000 feet as our altitude. These are shortcuts to these knobs here. In case you're wondering, these screws have been kind of turned into operate these knobs as well, because it's difficult when you're flying to turn these knobs without changing your view, right? So just to make it easy, they've added this nice feature. So excellent job there by FlightFX. So that's what I'm using. In case you're wondering how I'm changing altitude, CDI and heading, they're right here. So little shortcuts for these knobs here. Anyway, our heading. We'll put our heading towards runway heading roughly. There we go. And that's it. That's pretty much all I'm looking at. If we increase that, we can see our flight plan a bit clearer. but I think we are looking good, ladies and gentlemen. Runway 34 left for takeoff. Everything here is looking quite fine. APU is now running. Okay, we're not supposed to be in TARA, by the way. Supposed to be at standby. Okay. APU is running. We're ready to get our engine started up and stuff. So let's go down to ground services. Let's get our ground power switched off. Luggage door closed. You know what? For closing the main door, we'll go in through our... Oh gosh. Give me a second. Go in through our door here. How about that? Oh look, our passengers are on board. Chitty chatty. Okay, let's close up our door here. Goodbye, Doha. There we go. Now we got air circulation and all that stuff for our fancy passengers. So they shouldn't have an issue here. We've got our lights on pretty much. We need our anti-collision lights on before we turn on the engine. Okay? But before we do turn on the engine, let's take a quick look around Doha Airport. How does that sound? I'm looking for the heat effect from the APU. I can't really see it. Oh, there it is. Is it there or not? I can't tell. The heat blur from the APU, is it there or is it not? What? I can't tell if it is. Looking good to take off. Oh, alright. Well, not to take off, for engine start, right? I don't see the heat blur anywhere. Wait, where is the APU vent? I don't think that's the APU vent. Where is it? It's somewhere on the side, isn't it? Somewhere on the wing or something. I don't know. Anyway, whatever. Let's quickly take a look at OTHH, that is Doha. Yeah, I'm not so sure about it, Anas. That is Doha Airport. Obviously, this is something I've looked at a couple of times on the channel, so we're just gonna take a quick look from up here. Look at how beautiful this is. Alright, lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Let's, yeah, we need to get ourselves on the other side, by the way, so it's going to be a long taxi. From here all the way till the end there. So it's going to be a very long taxi. So let's get on out of here as quickly as possible. Okay. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, I don't know if the APU thing is there either, but whatever. It's not that big of a deal, is it? Alright. Brilliant. Great. Engine startup sequence. Ignition, I'm gonna put it on. You don't really need to do that, but I'm going to do it anyway. Left hand fuel boosters on. Auxiliary pump, I'm gonna leave it on. What PC specs do you have? Zogu. Just type in exclamation marks specs into the chat. So you just need to do this. That will get you the specs, I believe, if my bot is still running. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so let's get our engines started up. Yeah, let's get this engine started up. Nothing else to do, right? Great, everything looking good. Let's turn on that light right there. Let people know that we are coming in with our engines hot. Left hand engines on there. N2 rising. N2 at 15%. I'm gonna remove the lever from the cutoff position, and there we go. N1 rising. Okay, looking good. Fuel boost on the right hand on. Ignition on the right hand side on. And let's do this there. Okay, N2 rising. 15% coming up. Let's click that open. There we go. We no longer need the auxiliary hydraulics. All right, so there's my PC specification. There are my PC specifications. If you're interested, see Zogu. There you go. We've got that done. Let's put our fuel boost to normal. Let's put our ignition to normal. Standby power is on, which is good. ECAS, that external power can be turned off now. The generators are on. Double check, confirm. We can now turn off our APU because we don't need it anymore. Let's cut that off. These valves and packs are all running, cabin and cockpit. Brilliant. Now that that's done, we can put these to low pressure for the time being. Generator can come off. APU can be stopped. Okay. Great. 24 degrees. It's a little warm for a cabin, but it's not too cold either, so that's good. Let's turn on our nav. And we're going to go to FLC or flight level change mode for the time being. Okay, all of that is done. Let's put on our taxi light and let's get on out of here. Taxi light is done. Let's put our flaps down to 15. Flaps down to 15 for takeoff. And we need to set our stabilizer trim to that green range right there. So let's do that. That's the stabilizer horn there. I think that's good enough for our takeoff here today, right? A little too much on the upside for me, so I'm just gonna give it a little nose down trim. There we go. I think that is good. Yeah, that's good. I can use this to control it. Hold on. Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah. All right. Perfecto. I think we are ready. It wants us to turn on the pitot heats, which I will. So there we go. And the pack valves are obviously open, and we're going to leave them open. We're going to put them on low pressure, but we're going to leave them open. And that's that. Okay, so master power for this one off. Everything else seems to be done. Let's come here. Ground power is removed. Everything is clear. Ready for taxiing over here. 8 is armed and ready to go. Let's go ahead, release parking brake, and let's get on out of here, right? So which way are we taxiing? Let's turn to the right. So release parking brake. And we're going to give it a bit of power here. And we're going to turn our aircraft slowly. Without hitting anything if possible. There we go. Come on. You can do this, little aircraft. Yeah, the wing is definitely going to hit something, but that's okay. I did not want to request pushback, so... Alright, we're okay. Oh, it just passes over that. Look at that. Okay, we're good. We are good. There we go. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are good. Why didn't we do a pushback? It's a private jet. Why do a pushback, you know? We could have done a pushback, but why? It's perfectly fine to start it up here. There's nothing nearby. It's okay. We don't really need to worry about a pushback for this. You can, obviously you can if you wanted to, but you don't need to do all that jazz. Okay. All right. Now, how do we get to runway 34 left is a good question. Let me have a quick look at... you know what? I'm just going to use this to have a quick look here. Let's come here and take a look at what Doha actually looks like. 34 left. Where is it? Oh, this is 34 left. Oh, this is 34 right. My bad. Been showing you guys the wrong thing. Hold on. Where am I going? Okay, that's fine. I just need to travel this way. That's all I gotta do. I've been showing you guys 34 right. We're taking off from here, not here. So, yeah, 34 left. My bad. That's not too bad. We'll be there in no time. Okay. Doesn't make much sense, but let's have a look. What is going on? There's something isn't right with the way how the display is showing me that. Origin is OTHH. That's correct. So what is wrong with this? Something is not right. I can't quite put my finger on it, but something seems a bit off. We are taxiing obviously ridiculously fast, but that's okay. There we go, look at that. We're zooming past here. But I'm not complaining. Good. I forget where the aircraft displays ground speed, in all honesty. So I have no idea how fast I'm actually taxiing. Which is kind of ridiculous. Okay, actually it's good now. We're looking good. Okay. Ta-da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, we've got the runway off to our right here. So let's turn and line ourselves up with the runway of choice for today. .34 left, okay. Put a parking brake for a second here. Landing lights on. Put that up on. What else? Transponder to TA. Weather radar can come on if it works. I don't think it works here though. Yeah, I don't think it works, but we'll put it on weather. Whether it works or not, right? Release parking brake and we're ready to get on out of here. Let's put it on TO mode by pressing that button there. There we go. Uh-oh. Wait, hold on. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. Oh my god. I made a mistake. I'm gonna cheat here. I made a mistake. I should not have done that. I don't know why I pressed that button. Oh god. Stop. One of the engines is stuck. Okay. Oh my god, I can't believe I just did that. Whew. Well, that was interesting. Near death right there. Whew. I was not supposed to press that button. Okay. So what I can do here is just go to this one and just warp me there. There you go. Okay, we can ignore that. I should not have pressed that button, my bad. Okay, good. Now we can go ahead and do it. There we go. I always forget, do not press that button until you're ready, and I do. So that's my bad. Okay. So here we are. Okay, rotate. Nice and easy. Gear up. What? I'm gonna switch to autopilot. What is it actually doing right now? Something isn't right now. Why is the flight plan showing this? Okay, I'm now confused. I am now thoroughly confused. Yeah, I'm actually confused now, so I don't know what's going on. I guess that's why you're still on a simulator and not in a cockpit, yeah. You know what's funny? It's only on the stream that I have issues, you know? When I'm flying by myself, I don't do these silly things. I don't know why I do them when I stream. So, I don't know. Why won't it let me select nav mode? That is a question. What is going on right now? See, it keeps doing that. Oh, I know why. I think I know why. Good lord, something is wrong with what I've done, so it's misbehaving now. I'm gonna manually hand fly this till I see what on earth I can do about the autopilot. I knew something was wrong by the way how this thing looks here, but you know, it's been a while. Let's see. Is it really bad? Not really. I don't know why the auto throttle isn't working now. Dude, what on earth is going on here? Why won't the auto throttle work? And I have no control over the throttles either. Oh my god. So I don't understand what is going on right now. I really don't. Okay. Okay, I think things are working now. Yep, they are. Oh, okay, well there you go. Let's turn off that. Let's put that to passenger safety. Okay, it seems to be working now. Good, 10,000 feet coming up. That off right there. And let's go up to 21,000 feet. Shall we do that? 21,000 feet. Flight level change. There we go. That should work. Alright, I think I have it under control again. Sorry about that. I have no idea what happened, and we've already left Doha behind in all this chaos. So yeah, that happened, ladies and gentlemen. My bad. There it is. We're already that far from the airport by the time I got this chaos under control. So I don't know what was happening, but something I did was not right. However, we seem to have gotten our flight back under control. Yeah. So I did do a little practice flight with this aircraft because I haven't flown it in like months, right? And it went off without a hitch. All I did was change the origin and destination and everything went south. I like more approach landings from desert on 30 left, 30R from Gulf wind sometimes. Yeah. But generally flying in the Gulf region is very, very stable. It's very, very predictable most of the time. So yeah. Well, we seem to have control now. Everything is doing what it should. LNAV, FLC there, flight level change, N1 climb. Going towards Alsem. Yeah, now it seems like everything is under control. All the lights are off, that's great. TA only, that's great. Everything else here is looking good. Over here we got our pitot heats, we've got that light correct, that light correct. That stuff all right. Yeah, everything seems to be in order, pretty much. At least now. So yeah, good. Now let's take a look at our in-flight stuff, right? We'll take a look at that. I need to set in our destination data when we get close to Dubai. That's something I need to remember. Otherwise, the FMC will start misbehaving in this aircraft. So, let's see. Config. Let's see. Cabin layout. Let's see what's there for box lunch, shall we? Yeah, the mountains near Iran are pretty cool. In fact, I think we'll be able to see them if we look out the window at some point. So let's take a look at what's available. Oh, for goodness sake. Why isn't it working? I have no idea why it's not working. See, this is what I don't understand. Things work when I try to do them normally, and then anytime I try to do anything on stream, things just go sideways. I don't understand. Oh, good lord. I have no idea. I don't know why it's not showing up. I literally have no idea why it's not showing up. I don't have a clue on earth why it's not showing up. So yeah. No idea. We'll try again once we reach top of climb. If maybe that will make a difference, but I'm not so sure. I do not know why it doesn't show up right now. Yeah, I understood what you said, Ian. Coming up at 19,000 feet. Very annoyed at how this thing is not showing up correctly now. Let's see if it does once we reach cruising altitude. Maybe it will. It's ridiculous. Everything was working so well. I don't get what I'm doing wrong right now, but yeah. Here we are. Okay. We've come up on 21,000. Now one thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna leave VNAV on here. So once we reach our top of descent, if we have the right altitude tuned in, VNAV is gonna take over automatically. So I'll leave it in, and I will Yeah, we'll leave it in for now. Great. What is our descent altitude? Let's see. Descend 2000. 2000 is what we want. Full dot setpo and then the runway. So 2000 is what we want, huh? Fine. We'll do 2000 when the time comes. Speed, switch to cruising speed. Okay. LNAV and altitude along with VNAV working. Looking good. Okay. Engine looking good. Temperature's looking good. Pressure, etc. looking good. Everything is normal. Excellent. Now let's see. Will it show up? Nope, it's not showing up. So I have no idea why it's not showing up, honestly. Maybe it's the wrong tray that I'm opening. Yeah. Maybe there are two different trays. Yep, there are. There we go. There we go. It will show up here. There you go, Mr. Anas. There is the box lunch. Okay. Here is your box lunch. We've got a nice looking grilled sandwich there that looks absolutely delicious. We've got an apple and we've got some snacks. I don't know what it is. What is this? Some sort of... Oh, it's... What are they? Oh, baguettes. Baguettes? Yeah, little baguettes apparently. And we've got ourselves some sort of fizzy canned drink apparently. Oh, alright. Making dinner here. So there's your in-flight meal. If we come down to this here, we can check out how the pizza looks. This is the pizza. So let's take a look at that. Okay, let's take a look at the pizza. Yep, apples are different. One is green and one is red. There's pizza there. It looks like giant tomato pieces on that pizza, which I do not like. And there's your pizza. Okay. Le Buddy's Pizza. Then, let's look at the plated dinner that's available. I think the plated dinner is the worst of them. I don't know. I wouldn't like this. Okay, there's bread and cheese though, which I like, so... Is this cheese? It's gotta be cheese, right? Yeah, it looks like cheese, I think. I don't know. But yeah, there's your plated dinner. Alright, so there you go. So we'll go back to our box lunch for today. External views, most definitely, Mr. Anas. We will get to look at some external views. Look at that. We're riding at the edge of where we should be, which is something this auto throttle likes to do. So it likes to ride right at the edge of overspeeding. And I'm not complaining. It means we get to reach our destination quicker. Time for some views, eh? We can do that. We can do that. We'll do some views. Can it go to Singapore? From where? From where, EM? All the way from Doha? No. I don't think it can make it all the way from Doha to Singapore, but... asking from somewhere closer, perhaps. Perhaps it can. No, it cannot make Dubai to Singapore. That's too long, isn't it? It's too far. Although these jets, they can fly really high, so they might just be able to pull that off, but I don't think so. I don't think this is an aircraft you typically use to fly from Dubai to Singapore. It can go really high. I think this one has like 38,000 as its ceiling or something like that, but it can go really high. Maybe even 40. Look at that open, pristine water. Okay, there's a view of the sink for some reason. Yep, this is one of the views. I'm not joking. This is actually one of the views. It's just a sink. And the view of our passengers is rather creepy. The nice view in our cockpit. You can see the legs of our pilot there, which I don't like. Okay. Ooh. All right. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Have I turned off the autopilot? Yes, I have. Okay, just making sure the autopilot is holding correctly. Yes, it is. I fly in the Challenger C350. Where do you fly the Challenger C350? Which simulator? Okay. C350. KLAX to KCA and then KMA to KCA. Those are long flights. Those are medium haul flights. Well, on my channel I don't do any long flights, obviously. So yeah, I guess in real life they're like short to medium haul. Shouldn't we get ready for landing? What? No. I mean, top of descent is coming up, but no. We're flying to Dubai. So yeah, I mean, I guess in a way you're right, because that is pretty much UAE that we're looking at somewhere here. So yeah, I understand your point. Yeah, 4 to 5 hours is like short to medium haul. It's medium haul. Okay, top of descent is right here. I need to put in my destination data as soon as we begin descending. I have no idea how to arm the spoilers in this one. I don't have any clue how to. If it's even possible, I don't know. So, just a disclaimer there. Oh yeah, thank you for reminding me of that, Mr. Anis. I was still in cinematic. Glad you figured out how SimBrief works, EM. For your information, there are these plugins that you can download that make SimBrief available right here. Within the MSFS EFB, you'll be able to use SimBrief like this, which is my favorite thing to do now. You can also, it's also available for 2020, where you can actually use SimBrief inside the menu as well. So there's a SimBrief add-on, some sort of linker or add-on. You just need to search it up on Google. You'll be able to find it, and you can do everything you need from within the simulator without having to go outside and open up SimBrief separately on a website or something. On a browser, I mean, you know. So you'll be able to do that without having to, basically without having to. Without having to open up a browser. So yeah. Okay, top of descent coming up. We need to go down to 2,000 feet. So let's set 2,000 feet as our altitude, and the aircraft should automatically begin descending. As you can tell, it's lined up for the next altitude restriction of 12,000 feet, which is great. Okay, so we're going to give it our own little ceiling of 2,000. Beyond which it's not going to descend unless we make it. So there we go. All right. I hope our passengers have finished eating. Look at that, beautiful. 125 knots is landing speed for this. Yes. 125 is a typical approach speed for it. Typical reference landing speeds are about 120. There we go. We're quickly approaching in Dubai. That was a really quick one. Although the arrival into Dubai is a little complex, but still, that we arrived in Dubai in no time. This thing is fast. This thing is ridiculously fast. And there we go. Top of descent has been reached, and the aircraft has automatically started coming down. There's the vertical profile for that. Okay, we're descending down automatically. We don't need to do anything, pretty much. Except prepare for landing. Okay, so let's set our destination data in here, shall we? Let's do that. Nav. No, we're supposed to go to performance. Descend is fine. Landing. Let's put our landing stuff in here, shall we? Performance. Let's recalculate the stuff. Calculate. Calculate. All right, 220.10. 220.10. Outside air temperature into Dubai, 32 degrees Celsius. It's a cool day. Dry, well, it's a slightly warm day. Dry, that's all good. Flaps 35 landing. Okay. Landing data, that's fine. Done. V approach 27. V reference 122. So approach at 127. Reference landing speed somewhere around 122. So that checks out. So we've got that part checked and done. All right. We need a baro minimum, so we're gonna go radio 200. That's what I usually do. And we're coming in, ladies and gentlemen, to land into Dubai. Just like that. There's our lovely aircraft. Look at it. Just look at it. Gorgeous. Wee. Look at it. Look at it. We... It's beautiful. This was a really short flight. I feel like I need to do a return. I don't know, should we do a return flight? Maybe we can change the time to real time and we can do a return flight as well. What do you think, Mr. Anas? What do you think? Should we do a return flight from Dubai to Doha at night time just to wrap up things nicely, especially since our takeoff was messy? Or should we just leave it here? What do you want to do? Mr. Anas, you tell me. Okay, we are coming in on Dubai. I can see the World Islands and the Palm. I'm sleepy for now, about 3 to 4 hours. Mr. Anas is always sleepy. All right. Let's see. Should we do the return? I'll see how I'm feeling after we land on whether we need to do the return or not. None of the buildings have been drawn in yet, which is kind of weird. Although I think I can see the airport. What do you do a day which completely off for you? Nothing. Literally nothing. Either I'll be like when I'm flying, when I used to be streaming regularly, or even today and yesterday and stuff, I would plan my streams and I would watch some YouTube. That's what I would do. There we go. Speed is dropping down now and we can see the airport right ahead of us. Although the buildings... Oh. Anas. Question was for Anas. My bad. Mr. Anas, what do you do? Okay, let us see. We're going at... that speed for now. That's okay. I wanted to descend a bit quick because there's a long approach sequence here. Traffic. I don't care about traffic right now. Okay. Okay. 8,000 feet, 10,000 feet. Why are we going back up in speed? Can somebody explain? It'll take care of it automatically. I don't think I need to worry about this at the moment. Yeah, I don't think I do. See, let's see how long we take because of this arrival procedure, which is a bit lengthy. If it doesn't stretch us too far out, then I think we can do a return. Eat a lot of food is always a good idea, huh? I need to get some food. Remind me that I need to get some food. Maybe some pizza. I want some pizza. You know, a nice crispy pizza. I don't want this soggy, soft stuff. I want a nice, crispy pizza. Okay, let's see. It's gonna dip again. Alright. Alright. Speed is dropping as well. It's doing its thing. There we go. There's Dubai right in front of us, ladies and gentlemen. Gonna see it right here. There it is. There's Dubai. The buildings have finally kind of come into view there. They've been drawn in, and there is OMDB, home base for the channel. Meat and fried potatoes. Fried potato. I could do some fries now. Could do with some fries. Chips. Bucket load of chips sound good. Okay. 9,000 feet. Let's go ahead and turn on our landing lights. Why not? We can put our passenger signs on since we're below 10,000 feet. Tell everybody to sit down. And yeah. Lays? No. Not Lays. I mean chips. Yeah, like homemade chips, yeah. Like fries. I mean like fries, you know? Like French fries, but chips. Want some chunky English chip. Okay. Gonna reduce the range on that because we know what that looks like. Great. Runway 30 left. Into OMDB. Looking good. We're supposed to be below 7,000 feet at DB 530. We only have 6 nautical miles to DB 530. I don't see us getting down below 7,000 feet. No, we're not gonna get below 7,000 feet. There we go, Dubai right there. You can see the airport as well. I think the landing sequence is so long, it's gonna take us so long that I don't think I'll do the return. But let's see. It's just been an hour since I started streaming and already at our destination, which I love. This aircraft is so fast. It is so quick. I also discovered something, Mr. Anas, whilst I've been gone from the flight simulation world. There's been a new free edition in 2024. They've added XB1, the experimental aircraft from Boom Supersonic. I believe they've added that one into the menu. So it'll be fun to give that a shot. Okay, so we are at DB 530 and we are not below. Oh. Hello there, Sakab. Welcome to the stream. An aircraft just whizzed by us. What did I just do? Sorry, my bad. An aircraft just went right by us somewhere there. But yeah. How are you doing, Mr. Sakab? Well, we can't now. He's gone. He's gone far behind us. There's no way we're catching up. Too fast. And we cannot deviate from our landing procedure since we're coming into land in Dubai. The fireworks and the rain. Why are there fireworks again? Why are there fireworks and rain? Yeah, it's been raining everywhere as far as I know. I don't know why it's been raining everywhere, but it has. We'll just tune our heading a little bit. But I'll tune it this way to the runway heading more or less. Okay, let's put it that way. Yeah, this landing procedure is gonna lengthen this out. So maybe return flight is not gonna happen today, probably. It's possible, but I don't think I'll do it. Ah, right. Yeah, it's raining everywhere and people are... The rains have been crazy. Very, very bad. I need to look up some food. All this talk about food has made me hungry. Let's talk about some food now. What is available for me? Wendy's. I'm not a fan of Wendy's. Wendy, Wendy, oh Wendy. Yeah, it is pretty. It's pretty rainy these days. Okay, let's see what's going on. Where are we at? Coming down towards 6,800 feet. Past that just now. That's great. Still taking its sweet time. It's taking its sweet time. Look at that. Isn't that a lovely scene right there? At -4 degrees, I would die. I can't stand the cold. 11 degrees for me is unimaginable. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you something right now. When the temperature drops below 22 degrees, it's winter for me. So, that's how it goes for me. Alright, here we go. We're turning around, ladies and gentlemen, turning around. There's a nice little road waving through the mountains right there. It'd be lovely to... Again, the reason why I still haven't uninstalled 2020 is because of the resolution of the textures in 2020 versus 2024. In 2024, the textures are not good. They're just not good. They're so blurry. Yes, there's an increased level of detail, but what's the point of having an increased level of detail if the resolution on the texture is low? In 2020, there's less details, but what's there is high resolution. So I still prefer that, and that is why I still keep 2020 around, because sometimes 2020 looks better than 2024, especially from high altitude. Yes, during bush flights, 2024 takes the crown, but I stand by what I said 2 months into flying 2024. It still holds true. So 2020 is still pretty much in the picture for me because of this one reason. You know? In other ways, 2024 has pretty much polished itself out, ironed out a lot of the troubles and issues, but one thing is the resolution of the texture, and that is still better in 2020. Sometimes when you're flying airlines and high altitude flights and all that, it makes a huge difference. It makes a very big difference. Like if we take a look at this, you can tell that it's blurry. It's very clearly blurry. The textures on the ground are blurry and they look flat. Something that does not happen in 2020. Yeah. Okay, 3,000 feet. We're pretty much lined up with the runway here, if we can tell. So let's see if we can catch the localizer. Localizer has already been... Yep, localizer has been caught, so there you go. Waiting for glide slope. And there's a long way to the glide slope, by the way. We have a long way to go for the glide slope. So I'm not too worried about it. Still descending though. I believe we're a little too low. Let me have a look. Full dot has to be above 2000. That's the only thing. About 4 nautical miles. Okay, we're fine. We don't need to do anything. We're fine. We are fine. Good. We're reducing speed to 185. Let's put our flaps down. Come on. Actually, slats first. AWACS system, flyable and enjoyable in FSX. Right, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of reasons why people don't leave those old simulators, you know. I mean, I'm not leaving 2020 anytime soon from the looks of it. And I'm still looking at X-Plane, but I'm still, since I haven't flown for a bit, I have a little bit of work to do with X-Plane, and then I'll come back to X-Plane because X-Plane is amazing. The only issue I have, I want to find an alternative for auto ortho. Maybe I'll use the map replacement free version or something, because auto ortho is a little heavy. It gives trouble. It affects performance very badly, not just in terms of frame rates. I mean overall bugginess. There's a massive difference between the experience when you don't use auto ortho. So I think I'm gonna use map replacement, the free version for X-Plane perhaps, but I need to set that up and get rid of auto ortho. Okay, coming into land, ladies and gentlemen. 12 and a half, maybe about 13-14 nautical miles from the runway, so we're still looking good. But we're below the glide slope, as you can tell by the green dot here, the green diamond or arrow right here. We are below the glide slope, and we are too low. Already at 1500 feet. We should have dropped the gear at this point, but we're too far out to drop the gear, so I'm gonna keep it that way. Landing lights on. I'm gonna leave the taxi light on here as well. We've got all of these lights in the right position, which is great. Everything else is looking good. Let's go into the cabin, make sure that everything is fantastic here. Not that I care too much about what's happening in the cabin. Put that food away, sir. Put that food away. And there you go. Done. Okay. We need to get sky dolly readied, but not yet. So it's gonna be a while before we do that. Okay, perhaps now we should drop our gear. Nope, not yet. You know what, I'm gonna drop the flaps here to 15. Prepare for landing. There we go. 170. Allow the aircraft to adjust itself a little bit. Looking good. Waiting on that glide slope. We've been approaching for 20 minutes. That is the problem. Okay, glide slope is coming down. We'll wait to catch the glide slope and then we'll go into full flaps as well as the gear down. Oh, goodness me. What have I just done? Okay, glide slope coming up. There we go. We got glide slope. Let's drop our flap there to position 35. And let's drop our gear. There we go. Brilliant. Coming into land, ladies and gentlemen. Coming into land. Okay, Skydolly can begin recording, and it has. All right. Speed reducing towards approach speed. Glide slope and localizer caught for the most part. Wind, a 5 knot crosswind, 11 knot headwind. I like that it splits it out. Splits the components out very nicely for us. There we go. Coming up on 1,000 feet and I need to take control. Autopilot off. My aircraft. I don't like the trim setting it's left in by the autopilot, but I'm just gonna do the best with what I have. Coming in too low. Okay. All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Dubai International Airport. I don't know why this is going into the... All right. Brilliant. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. Just gonna stop here for just a second. We're gonna give the throttle a little bit. Gonna put that off there. We're gonna bring that back down here, and we're gonna put that on standby. What else? Flaps back up. There we go. Now, I don't know why the spoilers don't automatically deploy. I have no idea why that doesn't happen. I really have no idea. I have no idea. Well, thank you very much, EM. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. But I don't know why the spoilers did not deploy automatically. I have no idea why that did not happen. So, is that something that's supposed to happen? I'm not even sure, so... Maybe it's just not in the cards for this aircraft. All right. Let's park ourselves in. Let's Find ourselves a little parking somewhere here. And then we'll take a look at our landing replay on Sky Dolly, which is hopefully alive. There we are. Welcome to Dubai. There's Dubai International Airport. There's the city of Dubai right ahead of us. Alrighty. Park ourselves into here. Because why not? Alright, here we are. Let's go ahead, take a look at the landing replay. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the landing replay here. We're going to go here, go to drone right there. We're gonna do that. Move out a little bit from the aircraft there. There we go. Okay. Okay, hopefully Sky Dolly works. It is working. Let's take a look. I'll leave it right here. Let's adjust our wonder Emirates can maintain and remove what? I wonder Emirates can maintain and remove their GP engines on A380s at home airport. Emirates has all the facilities to work on the engines and maintain them, I believe so. We'll be able to see the hangars actually. Okay. Let's play the first landing replay, see how we did. I believe we'll be able to see the maintenance area for Emirates. It's actually facing the other way. In the next landing replay, you'll be able to see it. Alright, let's have a look. Alright. Pretty smooth. Alrighty. Let's take another look at the landing. We will do it. Thank you very much, Sakub. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Let's take a view from this side. These are the Emirates maintenance area. Right here we've got the hangars and stuff. I mean the maintenance and engineering and all that stuff right here. Okay, let's adjust the camera here a little bit. Oh, it's already done. Great. Let's give it a shot, shall we? Look at that. Okay, time to play. Landing replay into Dubai. Cessna Citation X. Let's see. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see what the passenger saw. It's too far. Ignore that message. It happens sometimes when we buzz through too quickly. Let's go this side. Let's see what they saw from this side. Come on. All right. And you have to remember, I'm also running FS Realistic as well. So, FS Realistic wasn't running, you wouldn't even have those tiny shakes, nothing. So, that's good. That is a good landing. Let's have another look at it. Let us have another look at it from the other side. Oh look, a Kuwait Airways aircraft. All right. Last landing replay. Let me try one more view, which I know is pretty cool. Right here, and then we'll shut down our aircraft after this one. Okay, fantastic. Let's now fast forward this all the way to our parking. Okay, there we go. Great. All right, let's start up our APU here. Put that on really quickly, just like that. Let us turn off our taxi lights. Let's come down here. Recognition lights can go off. This can go down. Seatbelt signs can go off, why not? Pitot heats can come off. Let's come down here. Let's come down to ground services. Nope, not to instrument covers. APU is running. Yep, generator is on, and that, since that's the case, we can shut down our engines now. Attach the ground power. Get that main door open up. Chocks. Okay. Luggage door open. You let down the nose gear by itself. Yeah. Most of the time you don't need to do anything with the nose gear, especially after landing. Most of the time you don't need to push the nose down. You let it go down by itself. Sometimes for heavier aircraft, like a 777 or something, you actually want to hold the nose in the air for a little longer. So rarely do you have to push it down. You either let it go or you hold it slightly up so that it goes down a little more gently. That's something I need to do a little more often, by the way. But apart from that, yeah, that's what I did for this landing. I just let the nose wheel completely fall by itself. I didn't even pull back on it. Alright, so there you have it. We've got luggage door, main doors, the chocks are there, the ground power is attached and all that good stuff. We can turn that off right there. Standby power off. All of this set to normal. External power off. Avionics, and this can come off. We don't need that. This can come off. This can come off. What else? We actually don't need this either now, so off, and we can shut that down too. Okay, we can shut that down too. What do you mean, EM? I don't understand what you mean by that. Oh, by the way, we did forget to do something very important. We forgot to arm the emergency lights. Something I did not do on this flight, and I should have. But yeah, just a note, we did not actually do that. That's my bad. Okay, this is shut down. I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to cut off DC power here. Put that down. And there we go. Oh, wait. Oh, the flaps are up. Okay, that's fine. Engine covers, instrument covers, and there you go. Done. Hooper Gang. Is that how you say it? I don't know how you say your name, but hello there. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. We're just about wrapping up here with our landing. We just landed. We've gone into cold and dark state with our aircraft. We've got ground power attached, which I should remove now because we don't really need it. There we go. Close up that luggage door. Close up that main door. And there you go. There you go. Alright, thank you very much. Well, welcome to the stream, Hooper Gang. I've never seen you around these parts. So welcome. Hope you're having a good day. Yeah, it is pretty cool to learn new things, Mr. EM. And yeah, this is one of my favorite aircrafts to fly in MSFS. It's a pretty cool one. It is a pretty cool aircraft. It's very nice. Right, we got a nice background of Dubai there. And I think that is a beautiful place to leave it here for today. Right? So yeah, once again, thank you very much to everybody for tuning in. Anas, EM, Sakib, and Hooper Gang, and V1 Rotate. Thank you very much, all of you guys, for tuning in. Consider liking and subscribing. Check out my other videos on the channel, and I'll hope to catch you in the next one. And I really need to release a video soon, and I hope that happens very soon. Let's see. But apart from that, thank you once again, and I shall catch you guys in the next live stream, hopefully. All right, thank you and bye-bye. See ya.